So I've got a little bit of a theme going this week with my various communities, which is preparation. Preparation on many different levels. So much is changing. And for each of us, that's different. So each one of you watching, listening to this, you'll be having a different experience of preparation. So dropping into what that means for you in this moment, right now. And on some levels, this preparation is quite practical. Things that you need to actually physically do. But we're also working on an energetic level here as well and preparing for a new world. And this new world, for some, project the thought that it's only going to be light and love. And it will be eventually, but to get to that point, just as the butterfly has gone through the most traumatic experience of completely dissolving into a mush. Transformation is challenging. One of my teachers over the years always had storm and lightning as transformation, the element of transformation. You can't break through to something new unless the old is destroyed. That process is challenging. So that word challenging has come through twice. And I think maybe if we can meet challenge head on, as we sit here now, imagine that challenge is sitting opposite you. Whatever form that takes, it might be a person, it might be an energy, it might be a vibration, it might be Donald Trump or Joe Biden. Doesn't matter if it's very, very specific or if it's more of a feeling. So let's explore challenge. Why are we so afraid of it? And this would be a great subject to journal around. If you can spend a few minutes straight after this practice to journal, that would be amazing, to lock in and allow the answers to flow through you onto the page. I've had some of my greatest insights. I probably had all of my major insights either in meditation or whilst journaling. So we're sitting at a table with challenge. Noticing fear that comes up, worry. Notice what does come up. But continue to sit at the table and look challenge in the eyes. Hold your ground. Begin to communicate with it. What is it teaching you? So the more we can get into a conversation with it, get to know it, the less power we give it. And then we begin to realize that perhaps it's not an enemy at all. So what is your perception right now of challenge? And at some point, we realize that challenge is our greatest teacher and holds the most potential for transformation. And as soon as we do that, as soon as we come to that realization, notice that whatever is sitting in front of you, representing challenge, is still there, but is becoming transparent. It's fading, its heaviness is fading, and you can begin to see beyond it. Actually, this challenge is all part of your journey. And then the next step, the next realization, is that this is happening for us. It has to be this way. And so we come to a place of acceptance. Acceptance of the challenge. And then gratitude for it. And this will all happen in its own time. Don't try to force any of these shifts. We can't make these shifts happen. We can't force energy. In hindsight, you'll look back on this year and on this period as being the greatest transformation of your life. The greatest period of growth, personally and collectively. Still having that image of you at the table opposite challenge, and challenge now either completely translucent or somewhere or some way along the lines towards that point. But you can now begin to see beyond it. And we're in this incubation period until the 21st of December, when everything will change again. We'll step into a new timeline, which we are preparing for. And we're not stepping into just pure love and light. It doesn't work like that. We're still going to be challenged, but we will have a totally new perspective. The answers will become more obvious. The more you can connect to your inner guidance system, the more you use this system to get your yeses and your nos, your inner compass. So the more you can connect to the inner compass, the easier it all gets, because it's an instant yes or no. So if you're not getting that already, then the work is to find that, to find your inner compass, your inner guidance system, your alignment, through journaling, through practice, through talking to people, reading books, yoga, moving through the physical blocks. Because once we find that place, then life becomes effortless. When we enter into a new age, everything is different in that timeline. So we can't take our old expectations, our old judgments, our old habits, our old ways of thinking into this new reality. And if we try to do that, it will feel really disjointed. Last week I talked about pushing a massive rock up a mountain. Why would you do that? So if something feels like that, then stop. Journal around why you are trying to force something, which obviously isn't in alignment, because the force energy, the push energy, isn't an alignment energy. It's the opposite. Alignment is surrender, it's gentle, it's open. There is an allowing and an acceptance. Coming back to that image of you sitting at the table with challenge, and notice if it's changing. If your relationship to it is shifting. Whatever is challenging you at the moment is all part of why you're here. Lessons that you've chosen to learn in this lifetime. Dropping deep within yourself and finding love for the challenge. Gratitude and then love. With a lovely side helping of surrender. We're living in very special times, transformational times. We're here for a reason. We each have a beautiful, unique experience, just as our challenges are all unique. And bring your hands together at your heart. Honour yourself, honour this beautiful, unique journey. Honour the challenge. Namaste. Thank you very much. So journal around that today. If you need to listen to it again and then journal, if you haven't got your journal with you now, then do that.